I'm Abby and we're here at Wilson's Garden Center. We are outside the annual vegetable greenhouse with the raised bed again for our second video. And today we're planting some cool weather crops. So we have Swiss chard, kale. I can go over it all as we plant it. But these are things that you can get started in April and they will be fine in the cooler weather. If it gets below freezing, you want to cover them and hopefully it won't be cold enough to damage them. So just lay a sheet over them, keep the frost off, and they should do just fine. So right here we have Swiss chard. This variety is called Bright Lights, and it is, even the roots are rainbow colored. Very pretty. So I'm just going to make a hole here, and we have organic Plant Magic fertilizer mixed into the soil in this bed. So that will feed it for a good while. And I'll leave the ID tag there for now. And here we have kale, which is extremely popular right now and extremely good for you. So as I'm planting these, I'm just breaking up the roots a little bit at the bottom. And I will water them in after we finish up here. Here I have seeds for Detroit dark red beets, and for this square space we want about 9 beets. So I'm going to put actually a couple seeds in each spot, and just, they don't have to be very deep at all, about 1/4 inch of soil over them, and once they sprout I can thin out that extra seed, and that's just to make sure that we have enough going on in case one of them wouldn't germinate. And that turned out to be just about right. And I will want to mark that so I don't forget what I put there. And then in this square we're going to put one of our new varieties of lettuce, which is called Sandy. And it matures in 30 to 50 days. And it's just a loose leaf lettuce, slow to bolt, and it has good disease resistance. So you can just keep harvesting those oldest leaves for a good while through the summer, and the new leaves will just keep coming from the center. But to keep it from being a boring video, I will finish planting this later on and move on to Asparabroc, which is also called broccolini. This is an Italian type of broccoli. Instead of having one main head, it has lots of smaller heads of broccoli that come up, and some people say that it has an asparagus-like flavor. The next thing we're going to plant is this rainbow blend of carrots, and we're going to put 16 of them in this space. And we have a raised bed handout that you can come and pick up here at Wilson's, and it will tell you how many plants you can put in each square. 16 carrots fit well in here because they are not going to take up much room. And I'm putting more than one seed in here, but I'll thin them out later when they sprout. But in the Asparabroc space, we just put one because that plant will need plenty of room. And the things like the beets and carrots and radishes will not. But you can also get on the internet. There's all kinds of information about square foot gardening and gardening in raised beds. So that's that for rainbow blend carrots. Next we have spinach. And I'll be putting that in this square, but you don't have to watch that whole process. Next square, red cabbage, and we only need one 4 square foot space, because that plant will like to have a little room. Then we have red onions here.
Okay.
Now in the cell pack there were multiple onions growing per cell, so we are just dividing those, just kind of wiggling the roots apart and planting them individually, so that way they'll have room to grow. And green magic broccoli. Broccoli, same thing as cabbage and asparagus, will like to have a good amount of space to itself. Magic is a really good variety that has a nice big head and then will keep producing side shoots throughout the rest of the season. And leeks are going in this square. And then over here we are planting cheddar cauliflower, which has a yellow head. And then we have Jade Cross Brussels sprouts. And we will be monitoring these and posting videos throughout the summer as they grow, and we'll be measuring their growth. And you can come out and see how they're doing. Talk to us about it if you have any questions. And then we will be videoing the harvest as well. And this lettuce is romaine, which has a nice loose head, and that will do really well in a raised bed too. And the only other thing, radishes. Radishes, like the carrots, will go 16 to a square foot. So we have all our cool weather crops planted here, and next in these empty squares we'll be planting warm season vegetables after May 15th, because that is the last frost date. Usually you won't have frost after that. So keep your eye out for future videos. Come in and visit us and have a great gardening day.